Today we're talking about 7 signs your family trauma may still be affecting you as an adult, and most importantly, how healing begins. I'm not a professional mental health therapist, but I'm someone that grew up in a very violent, toxic family environment. So I have a lot that I learned how to cope with, and also a lot of things that I learned in order for me, to start my healing journey that I want to share with you guys. Before we start, I just want to say this. If you grow up in a chaotic, emotionally neglectful, critical, unpredictable, or toxic environment, your nervous system adapted to survive it. So if some of these signs resonate with you, it doesn't mean that you're broken. It means that your mind and body learn patterns that once kept you safe. And I just want to tell you that healing is possible. Let's talk about the first sign. The first sign is chronic people pleasing. Oh my God. That's something that I used to struggle with a lot. And that was, very, very destructive in my journey. You struggle to say no, you avoid disappointing people, and you also feel guilty for having needs. A lot of us trauma survivors, we learn very early that love felt conditional. So now, as an adult, we prioritize everyone else's needs while abandoning ourselves, which is not supposed to be like that. Healing starts when you realize that you are allowed to take up space. I used to hide so much because they make me believe that I'm not worthy. And that's a very deep lie. The second step is that conflict feels emotionally overwhelming. Even small disagreement can make your heart race. And I've been there. And what I learned is it's life. You're going to have conflicts in life. So you need to know how to just, maneuver through, healthy conflicts. When you grow up around like yelling, manipulation, criticism, emotional unpredictability, your body learned that, to stay on high alert. But I learned that healthy conflicts exist. Not every disagreement means abandonment. And healthy people, they make a safe space for you in order for you to be able to have, healthy conflict. The third sign is you feel like it's your job to fix everyone else. You absorb other people's mood. You feel anxious when someone is upset. You carry emotional weight that was never yours to carry. Many of us children from traumatic homes, we become emotionally hyper aware because we had to consistently monitor the environment to feel safe, because you never know when the mood is going to change, when the violence is going to start, when the criticism, when the yelling, the fighting is going to start. But I learned that healing means understanding that you can care about other people without caring them. The fourth sign is difficulty setting boundary. And that's very dangerous. If you don't learn the value of setting boundary at home, it's gonna be a very painful journey for you. The same way it was for me as a child. I couldn't have boundaries. My boundaries was violated when I was a kid, and I grew up like that, and I had a very miserable life until that I learned that in order for me to live a peaceful, stable life, boundary is important. When you don't have boundaries, you feel selfish for protecting your peace. You even tolerate disrespect for very long. I used to do that. Family trauma often teaches us that boundaries create conflict instead of safety, and it's not like that. Boundaries are not punishment, they are protection. Most of us that been through a lot of trauma, boundaries is very important. And I also learned that you do not have to sacrifice yourself to be loved. And sign number 5, you minimize your pain. I used to do that a lot. You tell yourself that other people had it worse. Maybe I'm just too sensitive, because that's what they tell you. When the abuser abusing you, verbally, emotionally, physically, they say, oh, you're too sensitive. Trauma survivors, we often invalidate ourselves because our feelings were dismissed growing up. And the sixth signs is you feel guilty when you rest. Oh my God, this is something I'm still struggling with. If I'm not being productive, I feel like a failure. But I just learned that healing, resting is a very important key on healing from trauma. If you always feel like you should be doing more, like relaxing, feeling comfortable, your body stay in survival mode, it's not normal. A lot of us people from traumatic homes learn that safety comes from productivity, perfection, or staying useful. But no, rest is not laziness. Rest is part of healing, and it's a very important part. And the seventh sign is you crave love, but you struggle to trust it. You want deep love and connection, but you struggle to trust it because you never feel safe. In my case, the person that I learned love from is my mother, which was very toxic. Show me that love is painful. But I just learned that healthy love exists, safe love exists, and healing can teach you how to recognize it. If you related to those signs, I want you to hear this clearly. Your trauma responses are not your character flaws. They were survival strategies. Even though healing takes time, awareness is the beginning. Every boundary you set, every moment of self-compassion, every cycle you choose to break matters. You deserve peace, my love. You deserve safety. And you also deserve a life that feels like your own. If this video resonates with you, subscribe for more conversation about healing family trauma, emotional recovery, boundaries, and breaking generational cycles. And if you feel comfortable, let me know in the comment which sign did you relate it to the most.